Hey everybody in YouTube land, this is Frightener22. This is my first video, so I figured I'd do a video about something that I, pretty much know a lot about, and the hope with my channel is that I hope to do, a lot of DVD updates, talk about different types of films, whether they be horror, cult, or comedy, or whatever. So for my first video, I figured I'd do a video dedicated to the films of Tim Burton, being that he's my favorite director, so I'm just going to jump right into it. First film that Burton ever directed was 1985's Pee-wee's Big Adventure, and I don't know, this movie I just always really loved. I just loved the colors in it, and I just thought Pee Wee Herman is one of the greatest entertainers for comedy of all time. I actually had the pleasure of meeting him at a convention a few years back, and he's awesome in person, and I don't know, just everything about this movie I've always really loved. The music by Danny Elfman in it is just fantastic. It was his first real score and his first collaboration with Burton that they ever did, and ever since then they've been a real great working relationship. So what a great debut for Burton. I mean, like I said, the colors in this and the comedy is just great, and I mean, it can't be beat. Just tons of great one-liners and everything. A lot of great scenes with the stop motion, such as the Large Marge scene. It's unbeatable. It's fantastic. What an incredible debut is all I can say about it. Next film is Burton's second feature, which was 1988's Beetlejuice, and again, this was a movie that I grew up watching, and this was just a fantastic movie. I loved everything about it. The cast, Keaton at one of his craziest roles ever, Gina Davis, Alec Baldwin, an early role for Winona Ryder, just everything's great in it. I mean, again, great colors in this. The music, again, by Danny Elfman is great, and it's haunting, and then you have those great calypso songs by Harry Belafonte, and it's just a hilarious ride. I mean, you got great comedic talent in there with Catherine O'Hara and Jeffrey Jones, and just everything about it's great. So I really grew up watching this one a lot as a kid, and be able to have a 20th anniversary DVD and the Blu-ray now out is fantastic. It's just a solid movie. Next movie was 1989's Batman, and this was Burton's third feature, and this was another movie that, at the time that Burton got it, this had been in development for years and years when Burton signed on, and they greenlighted the project after the first weekend estimates of Beetlejuice came in, so obviously once they saw that Beetlejuice was a success and Burton was a bankable director, went into high gear into production, and again, this is a film that would probably go down as one of my top 10 favorite movies. I mean, everything about it is fantastic. I mean, Burton really got what Batman was about, the darkness, the grittiness of Batman. The set design in it is incredible, and again, not to dote back on the music again, but again, the score on this by Danny Elfman is probably one, if could arguably be one of his best scores in any movie. Burton is just on his A game in this movie, and it's before Heath Ledger, it was almost impossible to think of another Joker after Jack Nicholson, and people have their discussions about who the better Joker is. I personally still go with Nicholson. No one can beat him. That's just the way it is. And then the other supporting cast in this is great with Kim Basinger. She's absolutely gorgeous in it. And just all the elements are there. Keaton really got the dual role of Batman and Bruce Wayne, so he played both those roles brilliantly. So this is a crucial Burton film to see if you haven't seen it. Now the next film for Burton came in 1990. Instead of doing the proposed Batman sequel that almost seemed like the obvious thing to do, Burton went ahead and did Edward Scissorhands, which was a real departure for him, because like I said, everyone would expected him to do a sequel to Batman almost immediately, but instead he went for a fairy tale folk film with this, and this was the first feature that he ever teamed up with his golden boy Johnny Depp. And personally, I think that the collaborations between Tim Burton and Johnny Depp, there is nothing better in Hollywood. Every time these two guys work together, it's simply magic. There's nothing better. And again, in this feature, Burton reteamed with Winona Ryder, who's sporting blonde hair this time, which, if many of you don't know, that is her natural hair color. Weird little fact, but it's true. She's looking great in it. And there's just, a lot of weird against type casting decisions in here. For instance, Winona's boyfriend, who plays the jock, is Anthony Michael Hall, who many of you will remember played the geek in a lot of famous John Hughes movies such as 16 Candles and The Breakfast Club. So everything about this is great. I mean, just the colors again in the suburbia that the people in the town live in is just incredible. This really great Art Deco look that's going on. I mean, that's the one of the best things with Burton. He's got an incredible eye for design and color. So it's fantastic, and this is one of the last, if not the last, on-screen role that the late Vincent Price ever starred in. So this is many hail this as Burton's best directed film, and I can't really argue if many people feel that way, because I think arguably it may be.